Now let's dive into the simple and effective formula for structuring your answer, and it is present, past, future. This formula gives you a clear structure to outline your answer so that you don't miss out on any important information about yourself. Hi everyone, I'm Thea from theaho.co, helping skilled migrants and international graduates get jobs and live a better life. Now tell me about yourself is the question that I can be 100% sure to confirm with you that you will receive it in any interviews. If you're preparing for an interview or you know that you will go to an interview sooner or later, make sure that you prepare for this question because it's also the most important one in an interview. It's the first question you receive, hence building the first impression you create with the interviewer. And it serves the main purpose of your interview, getting to know who you are, whether you're the right fit for the job, whether they should hire you. If you're not so sure how to answer this question correctly to build a great impression and show off your strong communication skills, you better watch this video to the end because I'm going to share with you an important tip to fix the most popular mistake that every job seeker makes near the end of this video. So stay with me till the end. Now let's dive into the simple and effective formula for structuring your answer, and it is present, past, future. This formula gives you a clear structure to outline your answer so that you don't miss out on any important information about yourself. It's also an easy to remember formula, so even if you're nervous in the interview, you still can remember the formula and effectively outline your answer in a convincing way. So how to use this formula? First, you start with present. If you're currently employed, you can talk about the current position, but if you haven't got a job yet, you can talk about who you are in general. What is your background, your skills, experience, any achievements you've got, what companies you work for, basic information about the roles that you've held. Now, an example for the present is, I've been in the finance industry for over 5 years, primarily working in operations and project management roles. I've got strong experience in technology by working with the latest payment systems and managing payment solution projects with the leading banks of the country, including Commonwealth Bank and Macquarie Bank. I also received great recognition for my innovative solutions to the payment system at these banks. Then you will move to the past by talking about one or two previous experience that's relevant to the job and the company you're applying for. There are 2 points that I want to make here. 1. Why only 1 or 2 positions in the past? When the interviewer asks you this question, they expect you just to give them an overview picture about who you are. So you just need to give a summary about yourself, and hence 1 or 2 positions are good enough. And 2, the positions you talk about here should be relevant to the job you're applying for. The purpose of the interview is to check whether you're the best fit for the job. If you can't prove that you're the right fit by talking about relevant experience, they will realize immediately it's not worth spending their time talking to you and will cut short the interview. Now, an example for the past is, my latest position is working for Commonwealth Bank as a payment business analyst, where I drove detailed analysis, managed requirements, and other analysis activities from end-to-end project delivery. With the latest project, I deliver the insights that help to transform totally the payment system for the bank and increase 20% new card customers. And lastly, you will move to the future by talking about the position you're looking for, any plan you're working on, how you plan to improve yourself, and you can explain further the position you're looking for is exactly the position you're interviewing right now. Maybe you want to upskill yourself and currently enroll in some training programs and online courses. An example for the future is with my strong passion for finance and especially the payment system, I'm taking 2 online courses in Agile and waterfall delivery model, and believe the knowledge gained from these courses will help me deliver my job at your bank. Now, if you haven't already, please click subscribe to my channel and I will make sure to keep you updated with all the latest strategies that you need to land a job. Now, even when having the formula in hand, some job seekers still make some basic mistakes with this question. So I'm giving you some of the most critical tips to help you avoid these costly mistakes. And tip number 1 is to build a good impression. Remember, this is always the first question you receive in the interview. Always. How you handle this question, whether it's good or bad, will build the first impression with the interviewers, and this impression will decide the rest of your interview. Make sense? Now, people say we have only one chance to build the first impression, and it's totally true with this question. Do you know that most hiring decisions are made in the first minute of the interview? It's made at the unconscious level of the hiring managers. You think it's irrational, right? Yes, hiring managers are human, and humans are irrational. And for sure, this question will happen within that first minute. I don't know what you think about this question, but I consider it as an opportunity for me. I can confidently confirm with you that you will receive this question in all interviews, 100% sure. While I can't be sure what other questions I will receive in the interview, if I know for sure I will receive this question, it's an opportunity for me to shine. I will prepare my best answer to make sure I will score it. Now, you may say, okay, Thea, I got it, and I want to build the best impression. Then how to do it? Great. My answer is very simple. Ensure that you prepare for this question using the formula I shared with you earlier and show the interviewer you prepare. Some people may think I want to build a natural feeling for the interviewer. I don't want them to think I'm prepared. I want them to think I'm naturally a good fit for the job. It's contrary to what you're thinking. They expect you to be prepared for the interview. That's why they arrange a date with you in advance, right? They don't just call you randomly at any time or any day to run the interview. An interview is basically a meeting between you and them. And should you prepare for a meeting? Of course, yes. For some important meetings, we even need to prepare a few months in advance. So treat your interview like that. Get well prepared for it and show them you're prepared. Now, another reason why I say they want to see you prepare is that it shows whether you're interested in the position or not. If you're not interested, no one can ask you to prepare if you yourself don't want to do it, right? But if you're serious about the job, it will reflect outside through the interview. So that's a test they want to do to ensure they only take qualified and serious candidates. Now, before I move to the next tip, please click subscribe to my channel. I will make sure to keep you updated with all the latest strategies about your job search. The next tip I have for you is be succinct. After working with so many clients, I know that you always like to talk about yourself a lot. It makes sense. We humans in general love ourselves the most and want to talk the most about ourselves. That's why almost every job seeker would come up with a too long answer for this question, as it asks you about yourself. But that's a big mistake that you should avoid. Remember, you need to build a great impression with the first question. Please don't track your answer. You're going to bore them to tears, even though they wouldn't tell you, but it's how they feel inside. One of my clients also made this mistake. I immediately told her to shorten her answer, as I knew she wouldn't get the job with it. She shortened it, though it's not as short as I wanted, but she did. And you know what? In the interview, she received the feedback of long answers. We're not sure whether it's the feedback for this question or other questions, but you can get the learning that the interviewers would appreciate succinct answers. And the good news is my client could still manage to land the job offer, as she shortened her answers in the following interviews and now happily go to work and enjoy shopping. This question is also about the overview picture, remember? So don't go into details too soon. They will ask you follow-up questions based on your answer to this question. So don't give it all to them too early. Don't relay your entire life story here. Just give them a teaser and let them want for more. Don't forget that it's just the first question. You still have a lot of room to shine, so don't worry. And another powerful reason why you should keep it short is that your answer gives a hint about your communication skills. This skill is one of the most important ones, as you don't work alone, but you will work with your co-workers, bosses, clients, suppliers, etc. If you don't show that you have good communication skills in the interview, you just go on and on with your answer, people get bored with it, then you won't work well in your job. Then there's no point hiring you. Now you may ask me, how long should my answer be? The rule of thumb is to keep it within 2 minutes, as people start to lose interest after that. So prepare your answer, rehearse it, and track how long it takes you to deliver. If it's over 2 minutes, shorten it. You don't want to bore people to tears and lose the job opportunity. When you prepare for interviews, phone interviews and video interviews are 2 important steps in your interview process. Until now, I still feel that phone interviews, especially the unscheduled ones, are trickier than the face-to-face interviews. Do you think so? Let me know in the comments below. And video interviews are getting much more popular, especially after COVID-19. Make sense? So if you want to know how to handle these interviews, check out these 2 videos right here, where I give you lots of useful tips that you can apply right away for your interviews. Now, I've shared with you the formula to answer the most important question in the interview. But how about other questions? Do you know that in order to ace the interview, you should have a strong foundation, which is your resume? What do they ask you the most in the interviews? About yourself. If you don't have a strong resume, I'm afraid that you won't ace the interview. So to give you a hand to build that strong foundation, I would like to invite you to my free resume masterclass, 3 simple steps to get interviews. It's the strategy that helped my clients land their 5 to 6 figure salary full-time jobs in a matter of weeks. So make sure you don't miss out on this class. The link to join is theaho.co/aceresume, and it's also in the first comment of this video. If you have any questions for this video or questions about your job search in general, please let me know in the comments below, and I will make new videos to answer your questions. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for not missing out on the latest job search strategies for free. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.